Good afternoon, guys. Just wanted to give you another video. I'm really busy right now, just between working and working on some wood furniture. Started a little side thing going, and I'm getting pretty busy with that. Currently building a little truck for this lady, so it's actually turned out pretty good. I can show you. I'll walk around it and kind of show you what I'm going with that. On another thing, I was working on my truck tonight. Getting sick of it rubbing on the front, so I'm going to try to address that, and also been looking at the front and kind of like I'm going to try this new way. I'll kind of show you how I'm going to tape it off for you and show you what I'm planning on doing, and eventually I'm looking at doing like a hidden hitch. I like the power wagon style. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see how it goes. So we're going to go from there, and I'll show you what I'm working on. So here we go. Okay, so just wanted to show you what I'm working on. It's rubbing really bad on the driver's side, but I'll kind of show you. You can see it's rubbing in the front. The back, it's actually not rubbing at all. I did do the little fender mod like I showed, I think, a couple videos ago when I was working on the truck. I mean, I think it worked pretty good. Now it's just the front. I did cut this a little bit. But my plan now is I'm going to pull this even farther. See there's a little bit of room here. My plan is to pull this even farther back and kind of adjust everything. But I also was looking at doing this, cutting this plastic right here, and then following this line down there, and then getting rid of all this right here. And it'll just be this, and then this will kind of be down like that. And then my plan is to put a hidden winch right here with a little cutout right here with the winch. I saw, I forget who that was now. I'll add a link. I can't think of the name right now, but they have one for like the 1500. But I was thinking it would be nice to put a winch right in here. I might have to get rid of this plastic guard and everything. But that's my plan. I don't know if any of you guys ever put one in, but I'd really like to do that. I think it would be really cool to do. If I can't buy one, I'm probably just gonna build one. It shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm just gotta make sure everything will fit in here. But yeah, so I actually did start on the driver's side. The driver's side was a lot worse than the passenger side for rubbing. I actually cut this bottom piece off. You can see that it was actually rubbed all the way through. I didn't even realize it. I just kind of looked at it the other day and I saw it and I was like, crap. So I cut this already, and you can see it's kind of wore through. So my plan was to pull this off, see what I thought, and then there's some screws in here, and I was going to attach it. That way I can still utilize this piece here, and then I'll use some self-tappers to hold the plastic back, and everything should look semi-factory except for the plastic will no longer be on right there. And then onto my wood project. My son's not too happy right now. It was his birthday this past Saturday, so he's still a little overwhelmed. But here's the truck I've been building. You can see here, I was just basically building it, a scale replica for this lady. I was going to obviously put some wood tires here, but I have it all cut out. I have the wheel wells and all that. I just have to do this side here. Ran out of the nails last night when I was working on it. And then here will be a seat. There'll be a seat across here. I'm going to put a steering wheel right in here. And then this will just have a piece across. And then the back will come up here, and then it'll go across for like a backrest. It'll look like a regular truck, a standard truck bed. And you can see here I use some reflectors for the front. Not sure what I want to do with the grill. I might kind of make something up for the grill. But basically I just used 2x4s and use that as the frame, kind of make it look like it was like an actual truck. So I'm going to keep on continuing on this as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to fix my son here. He's crying a lot, so I'm going to fix him up. I think he's hungry, so I'm gonna get him fed, and then I'll finish working on the truck. So stay tuned. Are you hungry? Is that what you were? Is that good? Is that good stuff? Okay, so I fed the son, and he's still fussing a little bit, but he's fine. So I'm gonna be working on this again here. So what I did was I took these 3 bolts out. There's these little screws here. Took those 3 off. That takes all that off there, and then all I gotta do is on this side. And I was also looking at, here, I'm going to turn on some lights. There we go. So I was also looking at maybe doing something along the lines of just cutting it this way too. I mean, I like it the way that is too. So I just got to kind of figure out what I want to do. So I'm just going to kind of do a couple different ways here and see which one I like the best, and then I can kind of make my mark and cut it and go from there. So here, so you can see kind of how it looks. I still have a little bit of trimming to do yet on the inner fender liner there, but you can kind of see how I cut it. I'm not really sure how much I like it, but it kind of is what it is right now, so I'm just going to kind of roll with it. Okay guys, so just wanted to show you, we got the other side done. You can see that it's all, the sides matches the side over here. The only thing I gotta do is I need to get some self-tapping screws, and I want to get some either some stainless steel or something to make it a little bit sturdier. This down here, this plastic down here in the center, just isn't that rigid, and I'd like to stiffen it up some. So I'm going to get something to fasten that and kind of make everything sturdy. And then also I'm going to, while I'm at it, I'm going to make some panels under here to kind of fasten everything good, and it'll kind of pull this plastic back, the inner fender liner. It'll kind of keep that back. Right now it's a lot farther back than it was before, so that's always a plus. I can kind of show you underneath here quick. Just gotta move all this crap. You can kind of see over here kind of how it is. I just need to, I just want to put something here to kind of cover all this stuff up here. And then attach, like I said before, attach something here to there and get rid of this plastic piece, just to kind of fasten everything and kind of keep it, making it look nice. So I'm going to do that probably in the next video. Probably go to the local store and get some of that stuff, and we'll go from there. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. And then also on the Regal, just kind of bummed on that. I was hoping to be able to use my my works paint booth, but they kind of, now there's new rules and stipulations that we're not allowed to use it for some freaking reason. So I went to Lowe's and I got a bunch of Plasti Dip. It's like a gray, I'm not sure if it says it on here or not, but it's a gray color. So that's what I'm going to do to the top, and then I'm going to tape the top off, and I'm going to clean up the bottom really good, and probably wet sand it and all that good stuff, and it'll be good to go. So kind of bummed I can't really paint it, but I think this will work. I've used Plasti Dip in previous builds. Actually, the front of the truck here is all Plasti Dip. I'm not sure if you guys knew that or not, but the whole front of this truck is Plasti Dip from the silver to the black, and it held up pretty good. I think there's one mark over here. where's it at? Oh yeah, right here. You can see that there's a mark that when I was taking off the headlights, I scratched it. It's kind of my fault. I think there's a little bit right here, but I think it turned out. I think it held up very well. I mean, there is some paint, some bug marks and stuff from being on the highway and stuff, but I think it turned out pretty good for spending, what, $15 in an hour or so prepping and everything to get it to look that nice. So I think it turned out good, and the nice thing is the silver matches like almost perfectly. So I mean, you can't even really tell that it's Plasti Dip. So I'm going to try it on this, and plus it's a kind of a cheap thing to do. I know it's not the thing I would like to do. I would have really liked to paint it and everything and make it look a little bit nicer, but I think Plasti Dip's going to be just as fine. So I am probably going to primer it, do some primer on the whole thing, just to have it a coat. But I have to finish taping everything off, and I did finish this up here. I did epoxy that in and use some fiberglass and do a fiberglass repair right here. So I just got to sand that down, and I'm going to finish taping everything off how I want it to be painted. And also I'm debating on taking this off. I'm thinking about taking this off. I just got to figure out how the heck you're supposed to take it off. I know it bends all around weird. I know I see a lot of people do that. They just kind of filler it. So I might do that. So other than that, everything is going pretty good. Have this pretty well. There's a low spot right here. I got to finish this and this little bit here. There's a little bit on this side that you can see here. I got to fix a little bit. So I'm probably going to spend tomorrow night, which will be Friday night, which I'll probably show, upload this video tomorrow morning. So tomorrow evening, or tonight I should say, I guess, in this video, I'm going to be working on all this to hopefully have this ready to paint for Saturday. I have all the plastic and stuff in the trunk. I had to pull it off for my son's birthday party, that way I could move it. So currently the car does run and drive. I'm just kind of hoping to have this all ready to paint, that way I can paint it and I can get some video of me driving it, and that's when stuff gets interesting. So hopefully I can have this thing running and driving here soon. I know it's been kind of boring with these videos of just me showing me fixing up this car, so it'd be nice to kind of show it off, and then eventually I'm going to probably sell it and then get something else and work on it and fix that up, and then have fun with it for a little bit and then unload it and just kind of keep on doing that. That's kind of my game plan. So let me know what you guys are looking to see or want me to kind of redo. My next thought was kind of do something for like winter, because I know winter's coming up here. It might be nice to do something along the lines of Chevy S10, like a crew cab, or a Chevy Blazer, or a Bronco 2. I actually did see a Bronco 2 on Craigslist. It was like $500 for it. It had a bunch of work done to it. Lifted up like 5 inches, 410 gears. I think it was sitting on 33s or 35s. So have a little ways to go as I try not to trip and fall there. So I'm gonna let this video go here, and I'll just kind of show you the hopefully in the light I can kind of show you a better video, or show some better pictures of this, I should say. I'm probably not going to take a video, but maybe tomorrow morning when it's light out I can kind of snap some pictures of it, and maybe you guys can see what it looks like. Still not sure if I like it or not. If I don't like it, obviously I can just buy a new plastic one, but just was trying something different. So just gonna kind of cut it off here, and the next video I'll probably upload will be me working on the Buick, getting it ready to paint. So stay tuned, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I promise you that the videos will get more interesting. I know it's kind of boring right now. I'm just kind of working between builds right now, so I promise you that things will pick up here quick. So stay tuned and please subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.